If you guys are bored and you need some new games, then I highly recommend g2a.com. The link is in the description below. On this week's episode of Face Off, it's a battle between the past and the future. Representing the proper way to do things is the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. And to show we can still have fun in the future whilst also trying to save the planet, the Tesla Model S P85D. Today we've came to Road America to test out the two cars. So first off, we're going to do the legendary noise test. Probably the best sounding V8 on the planet. There's a petrol head rule: when you're driving an SRT Hellcat, you have to do a burnout before you go. So let's do it. Oh yes! America! Hell yeah! Anyway, let's get going. Laying the biggest set of tyre marks on the ground. Right, we nearly hit 140 coming down that straight there. We need to brake for this corner. And as usual, a Hellcat is getting sideways. That is the most natural thing you could ever see, seriously. Because Hellcat just basically means Challenger Drift Edition. Mental. Oh my god. Now, the specs on this thing is pretty damn famous now. 6.2 litre supercharged Hemi V8 pumping out 707 horsepower and 650 pounds-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and 199 miles an hour top speed. But she is a big girl. She does weigh 4,160 pounds. So yeah, she's been eating all the pies. Now I am not trying to get this thing to drift, guys. I am just generally trying to get a nice clean lap. But as soon as you step on the gas, its arse wants to come out. Normally I like that, but in a big heavy car like this, it is a bit terrifying. Because you think that it will spin. Oh Jesus. God, come on Challenger, please go in a straight line for once. Oh, obviously this is a corner, so I want you to turn. Oh my god. It's understeery, then oversteery, then understeery, but mostly oversteery, as you can plainly see. I completely forgot I made it this version of the track. It's that little chicane bit. Okay. God, you can really feel the weight. Bloody hell, it's like a hippopotamus. Massive. Back in 2015, this thing was an absolute sensation. It still is to this day, and it probably will be forever, but the fact that you can get 707 horsepower for around $60,000, that is incredibly cheap for the amount of power that you do get. I mean, the same sort of bang for your buck performance car would probably be the Nissan GTR, if you know what I mean. I know it's not as powerful, but in terms of like grip and going super fast, that's the closest thing that gets to this, I think. Apart from the Challenger Hellcat, obviously. Coming down the main street, can we hit 170? I don't think we can. We need to brake big time. Oh, God, these brakes are good. I'm pretty sure they are Brembos. My favourite brand. I love them, man. They're very good. Definitely need them size of brakes for this thing. Bloody hell, but that's supercharger whine. Oh, seriously? So good. Yes, there we go. I mean, in here is very nice as well. I love the steering wheel, nice big and chunky, and you can just grip onto it for dear life. It's brilliant. Now, I know the thing that was a wee bit controversial was the flappy paddles and how it's not got a manual version, but I don't know, it's the way that these cars and like sports cars are going these days, because most sport cars in the automatic versions are actually getting faster from 0 to 60 than the manual, which is crazy. That's mental, man. So it just shows you with the advancement of technology how cars, even in automatic, are becoming way faster than their manual counterparts. Right, let's see if we can get the Doge sliding all the way around here. Oh my god, this shouldn't be able to do this, considering the size of it. Oh my god, I thought we were going to let go there. I like this car for one reason: you can tell when you're going to push the limit so you can actually correct it. Because back there, I kind of felt it wanting to let go, so that's why I let off the gas a bit. gorgeous. And I love the fact that in Forza 6, that... Sorry, I'm taking away from the cars a little bit there, guys, but when you change the colour of the car, the actual racing driver suits changes to that colour. It's very nice. I love the blue on this one. Another cool little feature about this car is that on the driver's side, one of the lights is actually a cold air intake rather than like a indicator or a parking light. That is very good. Just cools the engine even more because, as I said, 6.2 litre Hemi V8 does produce a hell of a lot of heat. It truly, truly does. Right, I've just thought of something. Since we're in a badass American car, and in the movies they do quite a lot of J-turns, let's do this! So like, turn around and go the other way. Fast we can go in reverse. Gets to 64 miles an hour. Can we do it? And yes! That is so badass, man. I love it. I mean, with the weight of it, it's kind of stunning that it doesn't actually flip over. But speaking of stunning things, it is insane how this thing actually does exist in this day and age. With Eco this and Prius that. It just dominates everything and destroying the world. I would personally actually like to thank Dodge because they're keeping cars like this alive. The proper old school petrol burning muscle cars and stuff like that. It's brilliant. It is great to see like a manufacturer going against the Green Party and everything that you're meant to do these days. Oh, can we keep this going? Oh, we could have kept that going there if I kicked into 4th gear. Oh, there we go. America! It's the only thing you can think of when you're driving this thing. So now we're going to go from a big, angry muscle car to a very, very quiet 4-door saloon. Now, as you would normally expect at this point, I would cut straight to a car revving the absolute nuts off itself, but considering the fact this is an electric car with an electric motor, just listen to this. Sounds like I'm blowing a whistle. Right, so now we're going to test out the famous Tesla launch control. You've seen many videos of this on YouTube where people are getting this bloody crap scared out of them. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. Not a lot of noise apart from the tyre screeching, but god damn it gets off the line quick. Very, very quick indeed. And I just remembered this is only get 1 gear. Yeah, I had my hand on the clutch button and everything. Bloody hell, man. But that went round that corner pretty damn smoothly. It has all-wheel drive, so it does have the grip through the corners. Unlike the Challenger, which would be waggling its bottom all over the place. God, it's really smooth. Really, really smooth with the corners. Now this thing does come with some seriously impressive numbers for the type of car that it actually is. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Top speed, 155 miles an hour, but the two most impressive things are the brake horsepower and the pounds-feet of torque. Get ready for this. In this electric 4-door saloon, we have got 691 horsepower, and in terms of torque, we have got 687 pounds-feet of it. Yeah, that is nearly Lamborghini Aventador levels of horsepower. Holy Jesus! So we're going around this long bend right now. Tires are squealing for mercy. It's not an oversteering machine like the Challenger, partially because it does have all-wheel drive. Okay, brake into the little chicane section. The brakes aren't the most powerful ones I've ever felt before. Certainly on the Challenger they're a lot more powerful, but it could be getting a little bit of work done to them. Braking into the little chicane. The brakes are okay, they're not the most powerful set I've ever like used or anything like that. The Challenger's just way, way, way more powerful in terms of braking. But in terms of looks, I don't know which looks better. This is a lot more elegant looking, whereas the Challenger's more in your face. And I would have to say this is by far the best looking electric production car at the moment. It is fantastic. Bloody gorgeous, my friend. Bloody gorgeous. Oh, we are getting a little bit sideways here. Hell yes, man. But just the front and everything, it looks so damn streamlined. It's very, very nice. Very chic. That's probably the word I could use. But it looks looks like a Hitman car. Seriously, it's kind of similar to the Maserati Quattroporte. It's sort of like a electric Hitman car. Now onto the interior with a center console the size of a freaking advent calendar. Just look at it, it's insane. It's like 2 iPads stuck together. It's mental. But I love all the tech and everything in here. I love just having the one dial with everything on it. It looks brilliant. Tesla are always updating this car with new features and everything. The one that I really like, and probably one of the most famous ones that's around now, is the self-driving feature. You may have seen Car Throttle's video on it with Alex going down a motorway using it, and it seems to be actually okay at the moment. Probably a few more bugs and glitches and a few more things to iron out on it, but right now it actually does seem not that bad. I mean, I wouldn't go on a motorway with it. Seriously, I couldn't trust it. Seriously, I don't know about you guys, but would you trust a self-driving car? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I had that corner pretty well, except for me getting off and on the gas like a freaking lunatic there. It's okay through this little chicane section. You do get a little bit of body roll, but it is actually heavier than the Challenger. I never thought I'd say that, but it is. It's 4,830 pounds, this thing. Whereas the Challenger is about 4,100 odd pounds. She's a heavy bitch. So let's see if we can get the thing sideways a little bit. Now, I know it doesn't have a clutch, but I kicked it. It's okay, you don't really get the sense that it does want to drift, as you would expect. Come on, come on. Hitting the handbrake and everything. It's not bad when you introduce a little bit of the handbrake there. Pretty good. Let's flick it back around. Does it do as good as donuts as the Challenger? Oh my god. Yes it does actually. That is a surprise. Jeez Louise. It's a mad car. It's a very mad car, but in disguise as a 4-door saloon. Look at that. Right now they are in a class of their own. So hats off to Tesla for making a car as great as this and trying to make the petrolhead world actually interested in electric cars. Because the past electric cars like the Nissan Leaf, the G-Wiz and everything, they're freaking crap. They look ugly as hell, but this thing, it's one of the best looking cars on the road today. It's absolutely fantastic. I can only wait to see what the future of Tesla beholds, because the brand new Model X, kind of like a crossover version of the Model S, is pretty good looking. But apart from that, I would love to see a Tesla city car, kind of similar size of the Toyota Aygo, and a proper electric sports car. Now I know the Roadster S was it was relatively good. I wasn't a big fan of it, but when this thing came along, oh yeah, but a proper 2-door sports car would be fantastic from Tesla. Righty then, on to the conclusion, starting with the Dodge. This is a proper old school petrolhead's way of doing things, whereas the Tesla is more like the environment/Green Party's way, but in a stunning package. Obviously the Hellcat sounds better thanks to actually having an exhaust note, and you get a crap ton of power for a very low amount of money. And it is by far the more exciting car to drive. It's a proper animal. The Tesla is just more upmarket and better looking in my opinion. It's sleeker and overall more beautiful. Also, you can scare the bejesus out of your family and friends thanks to it being a 4-door saloon. And in many ways you could call this an electric American BMW M5. It has the same sort of camouflage effect about it. It doesn't scream, look at me, look how much power I've got. It's way more sedate than that, and it does handle itself a lot better through the corners thanks to it having all-wheel drive. But which one gets to me the most? Which one would I want to live with and give me a laugh on a daily basis? That would be the Challenger SRT Hellcat. Don't get me wrong though, the Tesla is a magnificent machine, and I love the fact that it's actually trying to make the electric car market appeal more to us car nuts, but at the same time making a way for a better future. But that's just the thing, it's not the future yet. So therefore I'll be sticking with good old fashioned burnt rubber and the sweet nectar of petrol. That's why I love the Hellcat so much. It quite frankly doesn't give a shit about the rulebook. So that's my sum up and everything guys. The Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat wins this test. As I said, the Tesla is a fine car, but it just can't match the lunacy of the Challenger. It is mental, that thing. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Which one would you take home? And while you're down there, a like would be much appreciated, and also suggest some more like face-off videos that you want to see in the future. If you want to keep up to date with me outside of YouTube, then my Facebook and Twitter links are in the description below. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you do want to see some more videos from me, but for now, thank you for watching, and peace.